At Lockhart Smokehouse, we found the great smoked meat classics that made Lockhart the barbecue capital of Texas, right here in DFW, with locations in Dallas, Bishop Arts District, downtown Plano, and Texas Live in Arlington. Come try some of our mouth-watering brisket, sausage, ribs, and other meats all smoked over Texas post oak. Rounded off with some Southern classic sides and some Smith family favorites. Check us out at www.lockhartsmokehouse.com. Catering available.
Matthews, Friday Night Glory, and a Jury World, and boy, Carthage again with the big hammer, 42-0 over Wimberley. I know, Coach, everybody said it was easy in the stands. I know it wasn't near as easy as it's perceived on the field. Can you just talk about what the prep was this week? Because you and Preston got those boys ready to play today.
Yeah, it's crazy prep, man. It was sometimes you say, oh, I just want to coach football, but you got to do all this stuff to come down there. And we're familiar with it, obviously, and that helps. But it gets crazier every year. But it's so much fun once you get in the vehicle to go down on Thursday. That's when you say, all right, now you can relax a little bit. The work's done. Let's go get it done.
Do you sleep before these nights?
I don't sleep. No, I don't sleep at all. I mean, you can probably see my eyes and stuff right now. But I'm gonna go sleep. I'll probably sleep right through this China Spring Bernie game. I mean, but it's all worth it.
And I wanted to ask another question about that a little bit. It's your family. You know, you had that big moment with your wife, your daughter there on the field. Does it get old?
It never get old. You mentioned my family. It's me and my wife have been married 22 years today.
Wow.
So I kind of forgot about it, and she reminded me. She said, happy anniversary right before the game. And I said, oh, my gosh. And I said, well, I love you, happy anniversary, but we're going to celebrate tonight.
For your defense here, at times I thought you had 13 dogs out there running on defense. That's how fast they were going to the ball. You control that line of scrimmage, allow that back end to kind of freelance a little bit, make some plays. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, our defensive front's been good, really good all year, and they put pressure on the quarterback, and they controlled the running game. 25 is averaging probably 200 yards in the playoffs, and I don't know what he had tonight, but it wasn't many. And Coach Preston always puts a great game plan together. And there was so much fire going into the week after last week. You know, we wasn't very happy with the defense, and Coach Preston definitely wasn't. And but he does a phenomenal job, and he got on the play tonight, and it was a very special night.
Well, don't you almost have to have one of those kind of games in the playoff run? They get tested a little bit like that to kind of wake people up, get them more in tune, in line with what needs to be done.
Yeah, we typically have one. You know, you got to survive one or maybe even two that you don't play very good. You turn the ball over, or it's just not your night. But you got to. That's what our program's about. Just keep playing the next play, battle it through adversity, and somehow, some way, come up with a win, especially in the playoffs, and survive and advance. And that's what we did last week. And
that's right after beating Gilmer. You know, your next door neighbor. So you kind of maybe have an emotional letdown a little bit. You're kind of feeling good about that. My last question to be to you here is that you always take pride in what you do, but you never say it's about you. It's always you say Carthage. You always say that over there. I think you kind of accumulate that down into your team, too. They don't talk about themselves. They talk about their fellow teammates and all that. And that's what I respect most about you. And I think that's one of the reasons why you've had so much success.
Well, I appreciate that. That really means a lot to me because we talk about the C and what it represents. You know, the guys that played before us, the coach before us, Coach Sleepy Reynolds, all those guys. And the C means hopefully we got so many character, courage, and then hopefully at the end of the year the C stands for champions. That's what it stands for this year.
Well, you talk about how you don't play well in the Star. You have no issues here.
Well, we played great here, and I want to go back to the Star. We've never lost there, but we turned that thing over more than anybody in the country there. I don't know why. It's not wet or windy or nothing in there, but it don't matter. Like I said, we survived in advance, and then we got back to our house and got it done.
My last question, this is the last question, I promise. Do you take a look in the stands after, it's all over a little bit with the trophy, or, when it's all over, do you have like a special Clint moment?
Yeah, I always thank our fans. I always put up the number that we got. And I did the 1 to start off, and now I did the 9 today, and then started clapping for them because it was a huge advantage. You saw them our fans rise to the occasion on 4th down there and things like that. And we got very educated and smart fans, and it's just the best place. There's no question to do something 9 times You can get lucky maybe 2 or 3 times, but do it 9, you got to have special administration, school board, and things like that.
So when in 2 years you're going to lift both hands up and a foot?
Well, we're going to enjoy these 9 right now. And so.
Congratulations, Coach. It's always a pleasure. It's number 6 of our interview after a championship. Let's bring on some more.
Yes, sir.
All righty, brother. You be good.
Yes, sir.
Getting me after this Friday Night Glory. Man, 4A state champions again. Carthage, here with defensive MVP, Jakerrian Roquemore, and wow, saw you last week. Had a close game against Glen Rose. You guys prepared pretty good for this one because it wasn't so close, man. Can you talk about why you played on defense here today, man?
First of all, we watched a lot of film. Coach Preston got us through. We know what they were going to run. We had to make the plays, get us in the right position, and I made the play.
At times, I thought y'all had 13 or 14 guys on defense against them, the way y'all swallowed them up. But I thought your defensive line took on all those blocks where it allowed you guys in the back end to take some chances, and I thought that was huge for you guys.
Yes, sir. Last week we got on our D lineman a little bit after the game. They locked in this week, and they got it right.
Seems like Coach Preston kind of was able to push some buttons this week. Physical practices led to a great performance here. Can you talk about how Coach Preston's been to you?
He been tough, but treating us great as well. So I don't know. I like him though.
You guys had a lot of pressure to finish this thing off from the outside. People saying you're the best team, comparing you to 2020. How did you guys stay so focused and make sure you didn't get off the pattern?
First, we knew this was our goal. We knew we can't let nothing not get us off our mind, off our main subject, and we got it done. Now they can put us in the debate for real.
You guys had the tough loss last year. I know it was a mission to get back here, and then I knew once you got here, you got to keep that perfect streak for old Coach Surratt, don't you?
Yes, sir. We got to. We got to keep it going.
My last question to you is: I know that doesn't mean much to you. What the state championship means all the world. You had some sticky fingers out there today that got you this over there. Can you talk about the plays you made in the back end here today?
I knew I had to make some plays again this week. I got open. Cup got me the ball. I had to make it after that.
Well, Jakerrian, man, go enjoy it with your team. I appreciate you giving me a couple minutes here, man. It's Carthage with the big 42-0 win over Wimberley. Hey, we'll probably be here again next year, seeing the Bulldogs again.
Yes.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Be good, man. Merry Christmas, man. Always. Hey, what's up?